this explainer. There are places in the world where the laws of physics just seem to glitch out. Places where solid rock straight up refuses to behave like rock, and ancient silence holds secrets we are still struggling to decode today. Well, today we're stepping into the shadows of the Lepakshi Veerabhadra Temple down in Andhra Pradesh, India. We're going to dive into an architectural marvel that has literally baffled historians, frustrated engineers, and inspired pilgrims for centuries.
So what if I told you that inside this ancient temple, there is a massive, multi-ton stone pillar that literally does not touch the ground? No way, right? Well, let's dive into this mind-bending mystery right away. Just imagine a colossal column of solid rock weighing thousands of pounds, and by all the rules of gravity, it should be rooted firmly to the earth. But it isn't. It's hovering. It completely defies logic, it defies gravity, and as we'll see, it defies an easy explanation.
To really wrap our heads around this, we gotta look at the timeline, because they didn't build this thing with heavy machinery or 3D modeling software. No, the Lepakshi Veerabhadra Temple was built over 500 years ago, right at the peak of the mighty Vijayanagara Empire in the 16th century. This was a time of profound artistic triumph, an era where stone was basically transformed into poetry. Now, picture this. You're standing inside this grand, dimly lit temple hall. The air is cool, smelling of ancient incense. Supporting the absolutely immense weight of the carved stone roof above you are 70 intricately crafted pillars. Now, 69 of them do exactly what you'd expect a pillar to do, right? They connect the floor to the ceiling, bearing that heavy load. But we are zeroing in on just one, the 70th pillar. If you visit today, you'll see guides and tourists crouching down, sliding a thin piece of cloth, a newspaper, or even a little twig entirely underneath the base of this pillar, and it passes right through to the other side. There is a visible, undeniable gap between the bottom of this massive stone and the floor below. I mean, how is that even physically possible? Naturally, when human beings see something impossible, we look for answers. And over the years, locals and visitors have come up with some pretty fascinating theories. Some folks are totally convinced there's a hidden, intense magnetic field in the floor, suspending the stone. Others see it entirely through the lens of faith, believing it's a sign of divine protection, keeping the whole temple balanced. Because of that, it's widely believed that just passing a cloth under it or touching the pillar will bring you incredible good fortune. Section 1. The Failed British Experiments. Back during the British colonial era, an engineer visited Lepakshi, and when he saw this floating stone, he didn't see magic, he saw a mechanical puzzle that he just had to solve. He figured, hey, if I can just slightly dislodge this hanging pillar, I'll expose the hidden joint, right? So he applied force. But the second he tried to move that one single floating pillar, a terrifying chain reaction kicked off. He didn't just move one stone, several of the surrounding structural pillars unexpectedly groaned and started shifting. The massive roof above actually started to destabilize. Moving the one pillar that supposedly wasn't carrying any weight was literally threatening to bring the entire 16th century temple crashing down. Panic totally set in. The engineer immediately stopped his men, abandoned the experiment entirely, and backed away just to save the structure. The delicate, unseen balance of the temple absolutely forced him to concede defeat. He left Lepakshi without answers, and the mystery remained completely intact. Section 2. Ancient Load Distribution Engineering. Okay, so this brings us to the most fascinating part of our explainer. We're pivoting from magical myths and colonial blunders to the brilliant, cutting-edge structural physics actually at play here. Modern engineers believe this pillar isn't floating because of magnets or magic. Instead, it's a key part of an incredibly advanced structural framework known as a load distribution system. Basically, instead of resting all that massive weight on a single vertical column, the architects calculated a way to disperse the weight of the stone ceiling horizontally and diagonally across multiple supporting points simultaneously. And this brilliantly shows how these 16th century architects managed this whole floating stone trick without any modern tech. Think about it. In a standard building, if you knock out a pillar, the roof comes down. But at Lepakshi, the surrounding columns are actually doing all the heavy lifting. They are absorbing the pressure that should be falling on that hanging pillar. The floating pillar is essentially locked into the ceiling, suspended from above, acting as a crucial tension point or counterbalance for the rest of the hall. It's like a giant puzzle, perfectly balancing this intricate web of unseen forces. But here's the kicker. Even knowing the physics, experts still passionately debate the original intent. Was it just an accident of the Earth settling over time? Was it a deliberate, masterful architectural illusion created by precise stone placement just to strike awe into the hearts of devotees? Or is it undeniable proof of highly advanced structural physics? Whichever camp you're in, the takeaway is clear. These ancient builders possessed an astonishing, almost unbelievable grasp of architectural dynamics. Section 3, The Legend of Lepakshi. Now, to just look at Lepakshi as a cool engineering site is to completely miss the beating heart of why it was built. The very ground this temple sits on is steeped in one of India's greatest epics, the Ramayana. Legend has it that when the demon king Ravana abducted the goddess Sita, a noble ancient bird named Jatayu saw the whole thing, and despite his age, Jatayu bravely fought Ravana in the sky to save her. But Ravana was just too strong. He struck the bird down, severing his wings. And legend says this exact spot where the temple stands today is where the severely injured Jatayu fell to the earth, waiting in agony just to pass on the information of Sita's whereabouts to Lord Rama. When Lord Rama finally arrived, desperately searching for his wife, he found the dying Jatayu. Moved by the bird's incredible bravery and supreme sacrifice, Rama gently held him and whispered 2 words in Telugu with absolute reverence: Lepakshi, which means, "Rise, O bird." And it's from that powerful, compassionate command that this whole village, and the magnificent temple itself, forever took its name. Lepakshi. Section 4, An Unsolved Architectural Masterpiece. As we wrap up this explainer, it's absolutely crucial to remember that the hanging pillar is really just the gateway to a much bigger wonder. The whole site is literally a masterclass in the art, science, and spirituality of the Vijayanagara period. Beyond the pillar, the temple, which is dedicated to the fierce Veerabhadra, boasts a giant monolithic Nandi statue carved out of a single colossal stone. Everywhere you look, there are these magnificent, intricate stone carvings that almost seem alive. Oh, and if you look up, the ceilings are covered in some of India's largest, most vibrant, and beautifully preserved ancient fresco paintings. So what's the big takeaway from all this? Is the hanging pillar truly a magnetic anomaly? Is it a magical blessing from the divine? Or is it hard, undeniable proof that ancient Indian engineers understood the complex mathematics of structural physics way better than we give them credit for today? Maybe it's a bit of all three. But one thing is for sure, the mystery is still very much alive, and it challenges us to look back at our ancestors with profound respect and endless curiosity. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and remember, always keep questioning the impossible.